Namaste. Today we will study about square roots. We are now familiar with square numbers. If a number can be expressed as n square form, this number will be a square number. So what is square root? Square root is the number which we multiply to get a square number. Here 64 is square number and 8 will be here square root of 64. 64 is square number and which number is multiplied to get the square number? 8. So 8 will be square root of 64 and we can write it like this. Square root of 64 equal to 8. This is the way we represent square root. So square root of 25, that is which number is multiplied 2 times to get 25? That is 5. So square root of a perfect square 25 is 5. Now square root of 36 equal to 6. Generally we can say if a square is a square number, a perfect square number, then its square root will be a, because after multiplying a 2 times or a with a, you will get a square. That means square root of a square is a. Let us do problems related to square roots from exercise 6.3. First question, what could be the possible ones digit of the square root of each of the following numbers? 9801. This is a square number. Now we have to say what will be the units digit in square root. We have already learned that after squaring 1 and 9, we have 1 in the square numbers units place. 1 square, a number ending with 1 and a number ending with 9. If you square it, the result, that is square number, will end with digit 1. So the square root of a number ending with digit 1 will be either 1 or 9 at its units place. So units place we have either 1 or 9. Next number 99856. What will be the units place in square root of this number? Which are the possible cases to get 6? We can multiply a number ending with 4 or 6 because 4 square is 16 and 6 square is 36. So a square number ending with digit we have while we square 4 or 6 at its units place. Next 99801. Here again 1 is in its units place. This is a square number. So which number is squared to get 1 at its units place? So unit place will be 1 or 9. Then only we will get 1 in its square numbers units place. Next 657666025. Here 5 is on units place. Then the square root of this number's units place will be 5. Because only a number ending with 5 squared, you will get a number with 5 at its units place. So we can say the square root of a number ending with digit 5 will have units place as 5. So this was the first question, to find the units place of square root numbers. Next, without doing any calculation, find the numbers which are surely not perfect squares. 153, 257, 408, 441. You want to say which are square numbers or not. 153. Check the units place number. It is 3. We already learned that if units digits are 2, 3, 7, 8, these are not a perfect square numbers. Also, in the case of 0, if the number is ending with digit 0, then you have to count how many zeros are there. If we have odd number of zeros, it is not a perfect square. If it is even number of zeros, then we can say there is a chance to be a square number. Okay. So listen. Here 3 is here. It is not a perfect square. 7. 7 is here in the list, so it is not a perfect square. 8 is also in the list, so it is not a perfect square. Now 1 is not in this list, so you can say this can have a chance. This is having a chance to be a perfect square or not. But it is not sure, that you have to find out whether it is a square number or not. But here, without calculating, you can directly say, because of these numbers in its units place, we can say it is not a perfect square at all. But here, there is a chance to be a perfect square. Next question, find the square root of 100 by method of repeated subtraction. So in this repeated subtraction, we are using a theorem of odd numbers sum. That is, we know a square number can be expressed as sum of odd numbers, that is consecutive odd numbers starting from 1. Any square number can be expressed as 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus like that. That we have already learned. So this theorem is using for repeated subtraction method. Let us check how to do repeated subtraction. So first we are going to find out the square root of 100 with repeated subtraction. So first step is subtract the first odd number from 100. That is 100 minus 1 equal to 99. Now second step, take this 99 here. Subtract the second odd number. After 1, the odd number will be 3. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. So now we are going to subtract second odd number from this. 99 minus 3 is 96. Third step, 96 minus third odd number is 5. 96 minus 5 is 91. Next one, 91 minus next odd number 7 equal to 84. Next is fifth step. 84 minus next odd number is 9 equal to 75. Next 75 minus next odd number is 11, that is 64. Seventh step, 64 minus next odd number will be 13 equal to 51. Next is 51 minus next odd number is 15 equal to 36. Next step, 36 minus next odd number is 17 equal to 19. 10th step, 19, that is this difference, minus after 17 the odd number is 19. 19 minus 19 is 0. Now you can stop this. That is, whenever you get the difference as 0, you can stop this and check how many steps you have got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. In the 10th step, you got 0 as the difference. So, square root of 100 equal to number of steps, that is 10. This is how you find square root by using repeated subtraction method. Find square root of 169 using repeated subtraction method. Again, first step, 169 minus 1. Equal to 168 because 1 is the first odd number. Second step, 168 minus second odd number is 3 equal to 165. Third step, 165 minus 5 equal to 160. Fourth step, 160 minus 7 equal to 153. Fifth step, 153 minus 9 equal to 144. Sixth step, 144 minus 11 equal to 133. Seventh step, 133 minus 13 equal to 120. Eighth step, 120 minus 15 equal to 105. Ninth step, 105 minus 17 equal to 88. Tenth step, 88 minus 19 equal to 69. 11th step, 69 minus 21 equal to 48. 12th step, 48 minus 23 equal to 25. 13th step, 25 minus, after 23 the odd number is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. You got 0 as the difference. Stop there. Now count how many steps you take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So square root of 169 is 13. This is how we get the square root using repeated subtraction method. But this is not practical for bigger numbers. So there is another method to find square root. One of them is prime factorization method. We can check that. Next question. Find the square root of the following numbers by the prime factorization method. So what is a prime number? Prime number I will show with an example. That is, one is neither prime nor composite. The number which is not a prime is called composite number. I will explain it for you. So one is neither prime nor composite because we are defining this prime and composite by the number of factors of the given number. So here 1. What are the factors? Factor means which all numbers are multiplied to get this answer. Only 1 ones are 1, right? So number of factors are 1. Only 1 is a factor of 1. 2. In this case, 1 into 2 is 2. So 2 factors. 3. For 3, 1 into 3 is 3. So again 2 factors. 4. 1 into 4 is 4. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 factors. 5. 1 5s are 5. 2 factors. 6. 1 6s are 6. 2 3s are 6. 4 factors. 7. 1 7s are 7. 2 factors. 8. 1 8s are 8. 2 4s are 8. 4 factors. 9. 1 9s are 9. 3 3s are 9. 3 factors, like that. So, prime number means that have only 2 factors. That is, that number itself and 1. Here for 2, we have 1 and that number itself. 3, 1 and that number itself. But for 4, it have 1, 4, 2. 3 factors. So this is not prime. Here we have only 1 factor. So it is not prime. For prime number, it must have minimum 2 factors and also maximum 2 factors. So here 5, 1 and that number 2 factor, it is prime. This is prime. This is composite because more than 2 factors. Now 5 is prime. 6, 4 factors. This is composite. 7, 2 factors. That number itself and 1. So prime. 8, we have 4 factors. So composite. 9, 3 factors. So it is composite. So now we are going to consider only prime numbers. Which are the prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7, etc. are prime numbers. We are going to factorize a square number with only prime numbers to get the result. That is to get square root. Let us check how. Next question. Find the square root of the following numbers by prime factorization method. First question, 729. This is a square number. You have to find the square root by prime factorization method. So, here we have prime numbers, etc. You will always start with the least primes. First, you have to check whether 2 is a factor of this. If 2 is not a factor, then only you start factorizing with 3. If 3 is not a factor, then only you can start with 5, like that. So, first you will start with the smallest prime, that is 2. Now, check whether 2 is a factor of this. No, it is not a factor because here in the units place is 9. We have already learned the divisibility rules of some numbers. And I have done a video about it. You can check in the playlist Easy Maths and you can find divisibility of numbers. In that I have explained what is a rule for numbers to be divisible. Now considering 2, what is the divisibility rule? That is in units place 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. If these numbers comes, then we can say it is divisible by 2. Now it is 9, so it is not divisible by 2. So you can start with the next prime. The divisibility rule of 3 is First you have to add each digit in this number. 7 plus 2 plus 9. The result is 18. If 18 is multiple of 3, then you can say this whole number is divisible by 3. Yes, 18 is multiple of 3 because 6 3s are 18. Then you can say this is divisible by 3. So you can start factorization with 3. Factorize with 3. 3 here. This is the way you do the factorization. This is the symbol to do factorization. In 7, consider first 7. How many times 3? 3 2s are 6. Balance 1 in 7. So this becomes 12. 3 4s are 12. In 9, 3 3s are 9. Again 243. Don't go to next prime. First check this 3. You don't want to check 2 again. None of the steps 2 becomes a factor. Okay, so forget about this 2. How will you check the divisibility? 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 3, 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, so 243 will be multiple of 3. So you can factorize it in 24. You can't factorize with 2, so take 24 along. 3, how many times in 24? 3 8s are 24. In 3, 1 time. Again, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, so you can do again with 3. 3 2s are 6, balance 2. This becomes 21. 7 3s are 21. Now 27 is a multiple of 3. 3 9s are 27. Again 3 3s are 9. Again 3 1s are 3. Now stop factorization. Till 1 you have to factorize. Now next step is pairing the numbers. For 2 3 you will consider only 1 3. For these 2 3 you will take 1 3. For these 2 3 you will take 1 3. So the number was 729. Square root of 729 is 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 into 3 is 27. So square root of 729 is 27. This is the prime factorization method. Before we found repeated subtraction method, but that is not possible for bigger numbers. So this is next method, that is prime factorization. Use only prime numbers to factorize. Always start from the least primes. Check the divisibility rules in each number, then only factorize. And after factorizing, while you get 1, stop the factorization. Then check the factors, prime factors here. Now pair it. In square root, you have to pair with 2. For 2 3s, take only 1. For 2 3s, again take another 3. For 2 3s, take another 3. Now the product of this will be the square root of given number. 400. Now to factorize this, first you will check with 2 because it is the smallest prime number. So starting with 2, in 4, 2 2s are 4. Carry down this zeros. Again, 0 is here in unit place. Continue with 2. 2 1s are 2, 0 0. Again in 100, 2. Take 10 along with 10 together. Then in 2, 5 2s are 10. Carry down this 0. Now again 0. So again with 2. In 5, 2 2s are 4. Balance is 1. This becomes 10. Now 5 2s are 10. Now next again checking with 2. It is not divisible by 2 because in the units place it is 5. If it comes 5, you can't say it is divisible by 2. Now stop 2. Next number is 3. To check the divisibility of 3, you have to add this. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 is not a multiple of 3. So this is not a factor. Next number is 5. How will you check the divisibility? For 5's divisibility, you have to check the unit place. If there is 5 or 0, you can say 5 is divisible in it. Yes, we have 5. So we can start factorizing with 5. 5 5s are 25, again 5, so 5 1s are 5. Till 1 you have to do. Now next is pair the numbers. Take 1, 2, pair these 2 and take another 2. Take these 5s and take 1 5. Square root of 400 equal to 2 into 2 into 5, that is 20. 1764. First you will start with 2. Yes, it units place is 4, so you can do it with 2. In 17, we can't divide it in 1, so take 17 together. In 17, 8 2s are 16, balance 1. This becomes 16. Again 8 2s are 16. In 4, 2 2s are 4. Again here it is 2, so again divisible by 2. Now 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8, 2 1s are 2. 2 1s are 2. Now it is 1, you can't Continue with 2. Next is 3. For 3, you have to add it. 4 plus 1. That is 9. Yes, 9 is a multiple of 3. Then this whole number will be divisible by 3. Starting with 3. 3 ones are 3. In 4, balance 1. This becomes 14. 4 threes are 12. In 14, after 12, 2 is the balance. 21. This becomes 21. 7 threes are 21. Now again, add this. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 plus 7, 12. Yes, 3 is multiple. So, 3. In 14, 4 threes are 12, balance 2, 27. 9 threes are 27. Now, add this. 9 plus 4, 13. It is not multiple of 3. So, this whole number will not be multiple of 3. Next prime number is 5. To check the divisibility of 5, you have to check whether the unit place is 0 or 5. No, it is not 0 and not 5. So, it is not a multiple of 5. You can't do it. Now, 7. Yes, we know 49 is a multiple of 7. That is 7. 7s are 49. Again in 7. 7 ones are 7. Stop here. Now, pair it. That is root of 1764 equal to 1, 2 from this. 1, 3, 1, 7. 2 into 3 into 7 is the answer. That is 42. Square root of 1764 is 42. Next 4096. 6 is in the unit place. So starting with 2. In 4, 2 2s are 4. Here you can't divide it with 2. So carry down the 0. Don't forget to carry down the 0 because it is not divisible by 2. Now considering 9, in that 4 2s are 8. In 9 balance 1, this becomes 8 2s are 16. If you forget to write the 0 here, the whole answer will be wrong. So remember, you have to write the 0. Again 8 in the unit place. 2. 1 2s are 2. Carry down this 0. Here 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. Again 2. Now this you can take together as 10. 5 2s are 10. Now in 2. Now don't put 0 because already we have done with 10. You considered 0. After that you got 5. So now next number is 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 2s are 4. Again 2. So 2. 2 2s are 4. Balance 1. This becomes 11. 5 2s are 10. Again balance 1. 6 2s are 12. Again 2. 2 ones are 2. In 5. 2 2s are 4. Balance 1. 8 2s are 16. Now take this together. 12. 6 2s are 12. In 8. 4 2s are 8. 2. 3 2s are 6. 2 2s are 4. Again 2. 1 2s are 2. 6 2s are 12. Again 2. 8 2s are 16. Again 2. 4 2s are 8. Again 2. 2 2s are 4. Again 2. 2 1s are 2. This is the prime factorization of 4096. Now you have to pair it. 1096 square root of 1096 equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That is 64. Square root of 4096 is 64. Next question, 7744. In that, starting with 2. 3 2s are 6, balance 1. Here 8 2s are 16, balance 1. 7 2s are 14. In 4, 2 2s are 4. Again with 2. 1 2s are 2, balance 1. 9 2s are 18. In 7, 3 2s are 6, balance 1. 6 2s are 12. Again with 2. 9 2s are 18, balance 1. 6 2s are 12, balance 1. 8 2s are 16. Again with 2. 4 2s are 8. 8 2s are 16. 4 2s are 8. Again 2. 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 2 2s are 4. Again 2. 1 2s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 1 2s are 2. Now you can't proceed with 2. Next number is 3. Check the divisibility. No, it is not divisible by 3. Next is 5. No, it is not divisible by 5. Next is 7. Check it with 7. It is not divisible by 7. Next is 11. Yes, it is divisible by 11. So 11. 11 how many times in 12? 1 time. Balance 1. Now again 11. 11 1 times. In 11 again 11 ones are 11. Stop factorization. Pair it. 2 into 2 into 2 into 11 is square root of 7744. That is 88 is the answer. Next, 9604. Factorizing 4 2s are 8. Here with 2 you can factorize because of units digit. 4 2s are 8, balance 1, 8 2s are 16. Carry down the 0, 2 2s are 4. Again 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, carry down 0, 1 2s are 2. Now stop with 2. Next number, check with 3. No, it is not divisible. Check with 5, it is not divisible. Check with 7. Yes, it is divisible in 7. So 7. Here 7 3s are 21, balance 3. In 30, 7 4s are 28, balance 2. This become 21. 7 3s are 21. Again in 343, 7 is divisible. So in 34, 7 4s are 28. Now balance is 6, 63. 7 9s are 63. Again in 49, 7 7s are 49. Again 7 7 1s are 7. So square root of 9604, you have to pair this. The result is 2 into 7 into 7, 98. Next, 5929. Checking the divisibility of prime numbers, you can see it is not divisible in 2, 3, 5. So next number is 7. Yes, it is divisible by 7. Check the divisibility, then only you can say it is divisible by 7. Now 7, 8 7s are 56, balance is 3, 32. 7 4s are 28, balance is 4, 49. 7 7s are 49. Again in 7, 7 1s are 7, balance 1, 7 2s are 14, 7 1s are 7. Now it is not divisible by 7. Next prime number is 11. Check the divisibility. Yes, it is divisible by 11. 11 in 12 one time, balance is 1. Again 11, 11 one time. In 11, 11 one time. Now square root of 5929 equal to, pair it 1 7, pair it 1 11. 7 into 11 is 77 is the answer. 9216. Starting with 2, 4 2s are 8, balance 1, 6 2s are 12. Here in 1, you can't divide it with 2, so you have to consider the 16 together. But to show that in 1 you can't divide with 2, that is why you took 16 together. Now this is 4, showing it is not divisible in 1. Next, in 16, 8 2s are 16. Don't forget to put the 0. Now here 2, 2 2s are 4, 3 2s are 6. Carry down the 0, 4 2s are 8. 2, 1 2s are 2, 1 2s are 2, balance 1. 5 2s are 10, 2 2s are 4. Again 2, 5 2s are 10, balance 1. 7 2s are 14, 6 2s are 12. 2, 2 2s are 4, balance 1. 8 2s are 16, balance 1. 8 2s are 16. 2 1s are 2, 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8. Again 2, 7 2s are 14, 2 2s are 4. Again 2, 3 2s are 6, balance 1, 6 2s are 12. Again 2, 1 2s are 2, balance 1, 8 2s are 16. Again 2, 9 2s are 18. Now you can't proceed with 2. Next prime number is 3. Yes, you can do factorization with 3. So 3 3s are 9. Again 3 1s are 3. So square root of 9216 equal to, pair it. The product will be 96. This is the square root of 9216. Next number 529. Here it is not divisible by 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So next prime number is 23. Checking the divisibility, you can see 529 is divisible by 23. Don't forget it, because 23 into 23 is 529. So again here 23 one times. Note this number, 529 is 23 into 23. Now pair it, square root of 529, pairing 23s, you will take 123. So this is the answer. 8100. In that 2, 4 2s are 8. Now in 1 you can't divide it with 2, so put a 0 and take 10 together. 5 2s are 10, because this is 10. Next is carry down this 0. Next 2 again. 2 2s are 4, carry down the 0. In 5, 2 2s are 4, balance 1, 5 2s are 10. Now you can't proceed with 2. Next check it with 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3. So 3. 6 3s are 18, balance 2. 7 3s are 21, balance 1. 5 3s are 15. Again 3. 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6, balance 1. 5 3s are 15. Again 3. 7 3s are 21, 5 3s are 15. Again 3. 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15. Now you can't proceed with 3. Next is 5. Yes, 5 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5. Now square root of 8100 equal to, pair it 1 2, pair it 3, pair it 3, pair it 1 5. And the product of 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 is 90. Next question, for each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square number. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. So you have to do it. That is 252. First you have to factorize it. This is not a perfect square number. You want to check which number is to be multiplied so that it will become a perfect square. So that you have to factorize it in this 2. 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4, balance 1, 6 2s are 12. Again 2, 6 2s are 12, 3 2s are 6. Next is 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. Again 3, 7 3s are 21. Now in 7, 7 1 times. This is the factorization. So 252, you should pair like this. 1 2, 1 3. Now for this, if it was a perfect square number, you have a pair for 7. Here we don't have a pair. So to make this a perfect square, which is the number multiplied to it? Yes. Here the missing pair is for 7. So 7 should be multiplied with this. Then you can get pair of 7 and take 1 7 from it. And the number become 1764. 1764 is the new perfect square. If 1764 is factorized, you will get 2 into 3 into, here for 252, 17 was there. So to make it perfect square, we multiplied with 17 and we got a new number 1764. Now we know this is a perfect square because all numbers have a pair. So 2, 3 and 7 have pair. So the square root of this number is 2 into 3 into 7, that is 42. Next, 180. This is not perfect square. You have to make it perfect square. First you have to factorize it. 2, 9 2s are 18, carry down 0. 2, 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10. In this 3, 3 1s are 3, 5 3s are 15. Again 3, 5 3s are 15. Now in 5, 1 times 5. We got here 1, so you can't proceed. Now this is the factorization of 180. We can see 180 is not a perfect square because it cannot be write as pairs of prime numbers, because here we got a pair, here also we got a pair, but for 5 we have no pair. So 180 equal to pairing, we will get 2 into 3 into pair for this is missing. So to make this perfect square, which number is to be multiplied? The missing pair is for 5. So 5 should be multiplied. Now if you multiply this number with 5, this becomes a new number and it will be a perfect square. That is, if you are multiplying 5 with 180, it's 900. And if 900 is a perfect square, you will see this will be there, this 3 is also there, and for 5 you have a pair because we multiplied 5 with the given question. After that only you will get 900, so 5 will be there with a pair. So square root of 900 will be 2 into 3 into 5, that is 30. If you have any confusion, I will show factorization of 900. In this 2, 450, 2, 2 twos are 4. In 5, 2 twos are 4, balance 1, 5 twos are 10, 225. In this 3, 22, 7 threes are 21, balance 1, 5 threes are 15, again 3, 25 threes are 75, now 5, 5 fives are 25, now 5, 1. For this 1, 2, for this 1, 3, for this 1, 5. So what we have done is correct. Next 1008, this is not perfect square. We will factorize it. 5 twos are 10, carry down to 0, 4 twos are 8. Next 2 twos are 4, balance 1, 5 twos are 10, 2 twos are 4. Again 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, balance 1, 6 twos are 12, 2, 6 twos are 12, 3 twos are 6, 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 ones are 3, 3, 7 threes are 21, 7, 1. Here you have pairs for 2 and 3, but for 7 you don't have a pair. Which number should be multiplied to make it a perfect square? A pair of 7 is missing. So 7 should be multiplied to this given question. So 1008 into 7. What is the result? 1008 into 7 is 7056. And square root of 7056 will be, in that 2 will be there, this 2 will be there, this 3 will be there, and the missing 7, we multiplied it with the question, and so you have to take the 7 also. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 7s are 84 is the square root of 7056. Next number 2028, factorizing. This 3, yes, 169, and in 169 it is not divisible by 3, it is not divisible by 5, 7, 11, next is 13, 13s are 169, note this number, 169 is 13 into 13, 13 ones are 13. Now for this we have pair for 2 and 13, for 3 we have no pair, so which number should be multiplied? 3 should be multiplied with the given question to get a perfect square, because pair of 3 is missing. 2028 into 3 is 6084. Now it have a pair of 3. So square root of 6084, that is perfect square number. There will be 2 and missing 3. We multiplied a 3 with it. So 3 is also having a pair now. And now 13 is there. So 2 into 3 into 13 is 78. If you want to find it by factorization, so you can do it. Okay. Or you can directly calculate it like this. 78 is the square root of 6084. Next number 1458. Factorize it. 2, 729, 3, 243, again 3, 81, again 3, 27, 3, 9, 3, 3, 3, 1. Now 3, 3 have pairs, but 2 you have no pair. So which number should be multiplied to make it a perfect square? 2 should be multiplied with this number. 1458 into 2, you will get a perfect square number, that is 2916. And its square root will be, for 2 we have now a pair, so 2 into, for this 3, 1 3, for this 3, another 3, this 3, another 3. 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. That is square root of 2916 is 54. Next is 768. This is not perfect square. Find the factorization. 2, 384, 2, 192, 2, 96, 2, 48, 2, 24, 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3, 3, 1. Pairing. You can see 1 3 is missing a pair. So 3 should be multiplied to make it a perfect square. 768 into 3 is 2304. And square root of 230 will be, for this 2 into this 2 into, again 2 into this 2 into For 3, now we have a pair because we multiplied with 3. So 3 is also there. So for this perfect square, square root of 2304 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, that is 48. In the previous question, the question was which number should be multiplied to make it a perfect square. Now it is asked which number should be divided. So first question is 252. Anyway, you have to find prime factorization. 2, 1 in 5, 2 2s are 4, balance 1, 6 2s are 12, 2, 6 2s are 12, 3 2s are 6. Here in 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. Here 3, 7 3s are 21, 7 1. So while pairing, we have 7 left. So in the previous question, you have to say which number should be multiplied. So we will say 7 should be multiplied and make it a bigger number than this. Now we don't want to multiply. Which number should be divided from this? Because here we can cancel this 7 while dividing with 7. If you divide this number with 7, then the 7 will be cancelled. Before we multiplied by 7, so this number become bigger number with a perfect square. If you are dividing the number which is missing a pair, then we will get a smaller number than this, which is a perfect square. So now we are going to do that. We are going to divide that number which has no pair. So 252 division 7. 7 3s are 21, balance is 4, 42. 7 6s are 42, balance 0. 36 is the question. So, which is the perfect square number? 36. And what will be the square root of 36? Square root of 36 means we have no 7 in it. We have already divided it from the given number. Balance will be, instead of these 2 2s, you will get 1 2. These 2 3s, you will take 1 3. 2 3s are 6. Root 36 is 6. Either you can do like this or you can find 36 prime factorization separately. Then also you will get 6. Next question, 2925. Starting factorization. You can't divide it with 2. So next number is 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3. 975. Again with 3. 325. Now next number you can't divisible by 3. So the next prime number is 5. With 5. 65. Here also with 5. 13. In 13, 13 is divisible. 13 ones are 13. Now you have to divide a number from this and make it a perfect square. Now this have pair, this have pair. 13 don't have a pair. So you have to divide it with a 13. Then it gets cancelled. So 2925 is a not perfect square. So divide it with 13, then you will get a perfect square. 13 in 29, 2 times 26. Balance is 3, 32. In this also 2 times. Balance is 26. Balance is 6. 65 carry down. 13 5s are 65. 0. So the quotient is 225. You got a new number which is perfect square, but it is smaller number than the question. Before we multiplied a number to make it a perfect square and we got a bigger number than the question. Now it is division, so we got smaller number than the question. This is the perfect square number. So either you can find the square root by factorization of this number, or you can say now we have 3 and 5 as pair, but 13 we already divided, so no 13 in it. So 3 5s are 15. Square root of 225 is 15. Next number 396. We will factorize this. This is not perfect square. 2, 198. Again 2, 99. Now in this 99, you can't divide it with 2. Next is 3, 33. Again 3, 11 3s are 33. Again with 11, 1. Stop here. Now you have pairs for 2 and 3. 11 is a number without pair. So you can divide it with 11. So 11 gets cancelled. If you cancel that 11, you can make a perfect square number. So what is 396 division 11? 11 3s are 33. Balance is 6. Carry down the 6. 11 6s are 66. Balance is 0. 36 is the quotient. 36 is a perfect square, and for that you have 2 and 3. Don't consider this 11. 11 we divided with 11 and cancel that 11. So this is the new perfect square number, and this is the square root. 2 3s are 6. Root 36 is 6. Next number 2645. Here you can't divide it with 2 or 3. 5 you can divide it. So 529. Next is, remember 529 is 23 into 23. And this is 23 ones are 23. No other numbers can be divisible in 529. Here we have pair for 23, but 5 have no pair. So which number should be divided from this given question? 5 should be divided so that this 5 get cancelled. So 2645 division 5. 5 5s are 25. Balance 1, 14. 5 2s are 10. Balance 4, 5. 9 5s are 45. 0. So 529 is the perfect square number, and the square root will be only 123. No 5 in that because we divided it with 5. So square root of 529 is 23. Next question, 2800. This is not perfect square. 21400, 2700, 2350, again 2175. Now you can't proceed with 2. Next number is, it is not divisible by 3, so next is 5. 3 5 5 7 5s are 35. Now again 7 1s are 7. Now this have pair, this have pair, this have pair. 7 don't have a pair. So which number should be divided? 7 should be divided from the given question. So that you will get a perfect square number. The 7 get cancelled if you divide it with 7. So 2800 division 7. 7 4s are 28. Balance is 0. Here 2 zeros. You can't divide it with 7 again. So put zeros here to show it is not divisible by 7. So 400. Dividing 2800 with 7, you will get the quotient 400. 400 is a perfect square. And the square root of 400 will be this 2, and this 5. Not 7, because 7 we already divided. 2 into 2 into 5 is 20. Square root of 400 is 20. Next, 1620. 810. Again 2, 4. In 1 you can't divide it with 2. Put 0 and make this 10. 5. Now 3. 1, 3, 5. Again 3. 4, 5. Again 3. 1, 5. Again 3. 5. 5 1s are 5. Now this have pair, this have pair, this have pair. 5 have no pair, so divide this with 5. After dividing 1620 with 5, you will get a new number 324. This will be a perfect square, but square root will be having 1 2, 1 3 and another 3, but no 5 because we already divide it. So this is the square root of 324, that is 2 into 3 into 3, that is 80. Next we have statement problems. The students of class 8 of a school donated rupees 2401 in all for Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. Each student donated as many rupees as the number of students in the class. Find the number of students in the class. We don't know number of students. Number of students Bx. We don't know proper number of students. But it is given each student donated as much students in the class. We don't know number of students, but each student donated total number of students in the class. This one student donated total number of students in the class. The other student donated again total number of students in the class. This student also donated total number of students in the class, like that. So each student donated how much rupees? There are x number of students. So each student donated x rupees. So total, what will be the result? Number of students into each student's donation. Will be equal to total amount. So here number of student is x and each student's donation is x. Total amount it is given 2401. That is x into x is x square. Any number multiplying with that number itself, you can say it is a square, equal to 2401. Now number multiplied 2 times, you will get 2401. So if you find which is that number, then you will get an answer for this number of students and each student donated rupees. So to find that, you have to find the square root of 2401, because squaring that number you will get the answer 2401. You will find square root of 2401 square root. In this, 2 is not divisible, 3 is not divisible, 5 is not divisible. You want to check the divisibility rules. Next, 7 is divisible. 3 7s, 21, 4, 3. Next is again 7. In this, 49 times. Again 7, 7 7s are 49, again 7, 1. So the square root of 2401 equal to, pair this 1 7, pair this another 7. 7 7s are 49. X into x is 2401. Square root means finding the value which is that number. That number means x. X is 49. That means number of students is 49 and each student contributed rupees 49. 2025 plants are to be planted in a garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as a number of rows. Find the number of rows and number of plants in each row. That is, number of rows and number of plants must be equal. It is given in the question. If number of rows are x and number of plants will be x. So total plants will be number of rows into number of plants. Here it is given total number of plants 2025 equal to x into x, that is x square equal to 2025. To find x means you have to find the square root of 2025. That is which number is multiplied 2 times to get 2025. That is what square root of 2025. X means square root of 2025. So 2025, finding square root with factorization method. Here in 2025, 3 is divisible. 675, again 3, 225. Now next 3, 75, 3, 25, 5, 5s are 25, 5 1s are 5. So pair it 1 3, pair it another 3, pair it 1 5. X will be equal to 3 into 3 into 5, that is 9 5s are 45. So number of rows is 45 and each row contains number of plants means again same number as number of rows, that is 45. 45 plants in a row and 45 rows. What we have done here? It is given in the question number of rows is equal to number of plants in each row. Total number of plants means number of rows into number of plants in each row. That is x into x will be equal to 2025. It is given in the question. To find x, you will find square root of 2025 because we found its square root because this is a perfect square number. That is why x square. Any number which can be written in the form n square, then you can say it is a square number. So to find this x, you will find square root of 2025, that is 45. So you can say number of rows is 45 and number of plants in each row is also 45. Next question. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 4, 9 and 10. We are asked to find the smallest square number which is divisible by. If it is asked, find the smallest number which is divisible by. If there is no square term, you will find the LCM. Like that, you have to find the LCM here too. But there is a slight difference that I will show you now. 4, 9 and 10. How will you find the LCM? In factorization again with prime numbers. 2 2s are 4. In 9 you can't divide it with 2. So carry down this 9. This is another number. Carry down it. 5 2s are 10. These are the three numbers in the question. We have to continue this till we get 1 in this side. So next is again 2, 1, 9, 5. Next is with 3. So carry down this 1. 9 becomes 3 3s are 9. Carry down this 5. Again with 3. Carry down this 1. This 3 becomes 1. There is a 5. Now with 5. Carry down this 1. 1. In 5. 1 time 5. This is the way to find the LCM for 4, 9 and 10. So we will write LCM of 4, 9 and 10 is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. If you are finding the LCM, don't skip the number without a pair. Okay. For LCM, you don't want to pair the factors. You are pairing the factors only for finding square root. Here you are finding LCM, so don't pair it. You have to write each and every factor. So LCM of 4, 9 and 10 is 180. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5 is 180. Now you have to make this LCM as a perfect square by multiplying a number. 180 is not a perfect square number because here which number is missing? 5 have no pair. So which number must be multiplied to 180 to make a perfect square? 5 should be multiplied. So 180 into 5 is 900. Now this is a perfect square and this will be multiple of 4, 9 and 10 too. So how will you do this type of question? If you are asked to find which is the smallest square number that is divisible by 4, 9 and 10, then first you have to find the LCM by common prime factorization method. But finding LCM means you have to multiply each and every prime factors. Don't pair it. After finding LCM, that is product of prime factors, then check. And here 5 have no pair. So multiply this LCM with 5 and you will get a new number. That will be a perfect square because in that we have all the prime factors with pairs. Now this is a perfect square and also each and every number in the question will be divisible in it. That is 4 is divisible in 900, 9 is divisible in 900, 10 is also divisible in 900. So this is the way to find the given question. 8, 15 and 20. So first you have to find the LCM. 8, 15 and 20 in that with 2. 4 2s are 8, carry down 15, 10 2s are 20, again with 2, 2 2s are 4, 15 carry down, 5 2s are 10. Now again 2, 1 2s are 2, carry down 15 and 5. Next number is 3, carry down 1 in 15, 3 5s are 15, carry down 5. Now here with 5, 1, 1, 1. Till you get 1 here, you want to continue the steps. Now LCM is take each and every prime factor, don't skip or don't pair. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. LCM of these numbers will be, that is 8, 15 and 20 will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. That is 120. Now 120 is not a perfect square. You have to make perfect square. Which is the missing pair here? Here 2 have pair. 1, 2, 1, 3 and 1, 5 have no pair. So which number should be multiplied? For this 2 you have to multiply a pair with this. For this 3 it has no pair, so multiply with a 3. For this 5 you have no pair, so multiply with 5. So 120 into 2 into 3 into 5 is 3600. Now this becomes a perfect square. You are multiplying with this to make it a perfect square because these numbers don't have pair. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 is 120. But in 120, these numbers don't have pair. To make 120 a perfect square, for each number you multiplied with a new prime number. Where prime numbers pair were missing. So you get a new number that is a perfect square. And also there is one more specialty for this number. In this number, 8 will be divisible, 15 will be divisible, 20 will be divisible. Also, this is a perfect square. In this, you have to note that in case of LCM, don't pair it. Write each and every numbers or prime numbers product. Okay? Only for square roots, you have to pair.